Hello students, today we are discussing about chemistry, some of the basic aspects in chemistry. We will first begin with matter, nature of matter and what is the meaning of matter. Anything which occupies space and has a mass is called a matter. So anything which has mass and it can occupy some space is called a matter. For example, book, pen, water, air, tree, living beings, etc. Coming to the characteristics of matter, states of matter, we call it as a states of matter. It can be divided into three types: solid, liquid and gas. So these are the main classification of states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Now we'll see what are the characteristics of all these three types of matter. First, solids. Properties of solids. Solids have a definite shape. Solids have definite volume, and the particles of the solids are arranged in an orderly fashion. They are arranged in a particular order. Particles of these solids, they don't have the freedom of motion, so they will be restricted to one particular position in its form or shape. Coming to the properties of liquids. Liquids have a definite volume, or these liquids have a definite volumes like water, kerosene, diesel, whatever it is. So all these are having a definite volume, and the liquids have no specific shape. So there is no specific shape for a liquid. The shape of the liquid depends on the container, shape of the container. In case of liquid, the particles are close to each other, but they have some sort of a freedom of movement. They can move around. Compared to the solid, they have some amount of freedom to move around. Next is gases, properties of gases. Gases don't have any definite volume. They don't have a definite shape. Volume and shape of the gas depends on the container, because all these gas molecules, so they will move around. They have a more degree of movement. They completely occupy the space provided by the container. The particles are far apart and they can move around and fast. They can move around freely and fast. So all these three types of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas, they are actually interconvertible. That means one form can be converted to the other by applying certain amount of heat or pressure and some conditions: heat, temperature, heat, pressure, etc. For example, solid, it can be converted to liquid by applying heat, and this liquid can be converted to gas by applying much more heat. And the gas, on the other hand, can be converted back to liquid by cooling, or sometimes we need to apply pressure as well. And liquid can be converted to solid by cooling. So these are the three types of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So next session we will discuss about the classification of matter, how these matter are classified.